Are you considering a move to the Philadelphia area? And if so, are you curious what life is like outside of the city? You are not alone. More and more people are looking for towns just outside of the city that blend small town charm, modern city conveniences, and a really good example of that is going to be Westchester, PA. This is going to be a place where you've got history meeting modern day lifestyles. You're going to have cobblestone streets lined with boutique shops, local cafes, restaurants. Westchester is going to have a university that is nationally recognized in the heart of the town. And then just outside, you're going to have some beautiful neighborhoods, historic neighborhoods, some brand new modern construction neighborhoods as well. So whether you're a young professional, you're a family, or even thinking about retiring, Westchester is going to have something for everybody. You're not going to want to miss this video. We're going to talk about commute times. We're going to talk about things to do, shopping, dining, and why Westchester could offer one of the best lifestyles in this Philadelphia area. You're not going to want to miss this video. Let's get into it. Hey, if you're new to the channel, my name is Zach Neild and I've lived in this area for my entire life. I've been a licensed real estate professional for the last 4 years now, and I've had the opportunity to help dozens of clients in a probably pretty similar situation to what you're in right now. If you are considering a move to this Philadelphia area, the city, the suburbs, Bucks County, Montgomery County, Chester County, I would love to be a resource. You can get my information down here under the video or even throw it up here on the screen, text, call, email. I've even got a link for a free Zoom consultation. We'd love to connect for 30, 45 minutes, aligning your strategy and your situation. I don't want to waste any more time. This is going to be a pretty awesome video here, talking about the lifestyle in Westchester, PA. If you guys are familiar with the area, if you've lived in this area, maybe you've already done some research on this area. Before we start this video, comment down below. I'm curious, what's something that you like about Westchester? Is it the university? Is it the nightlife? Is it the downtown? Curious to know if you guys already know Westchester, what you like about it. This is going to be a pretty good video, and there might be some things, if you already know Westchester, there might be some things in here that you didn't know about it or that you didn't realize about it. I had some aha moments as well as I was researching and planning as well, so don't want to hold you guys any longer. Let's get into this video. Well, let's start with where Westchester actually is. That's going to be pretty important to know as we talk about it. So we can throw it up here on a map. Westchester is going to be about 45 minutes west of Philadelphia, so it's going to be further out into Chester County, and it's going to be close enough for an easy commute to the city. You're going to be about 45 to 60 minutes to get into the city, but you're going to be far enough away to where you're going to have farms, you're going to have pastures, you're going to have several acre lots where it doesn't feel like the city at all. And we're going to talk about that some more in this video. One of the things that really makes Westchester special is going to be the downtown. It's super walkable. It's a very vibrant downtown. You've got a lot of local vendors and local shops that give into the community as well. If you need some images to reference, picture cobblestone streets, cobblestone sidewalks. You're gonna have rows, just historic homes, historic buildings. You're gonna have a main street that's packed with cafes, with restaurants, rooftop bars. We've got some clips and videos that we can throw in there of downtown Westchester as well. Gay Street is gonna be one of the main streets in Westchester. You're gonna find everything. You've got coffee houses, local coffee houses. Fenn's Coffee is actually on there, one of my favorites. You've got farm to table restaurants like Roots Cafe, even rooftop places, stove and tap. So you're gonna have a ton of places. I've made another video. We did a historic video in Westchester where we filmed a 125-year-old house. Stopped by Twin Valley Coffee, that's out there as well. Another one of my favorites to go and work and get a good coffee. You've got some other places like the Iron Hill Brewery, that's gonna be huge out there. They've got a couple different locations around this area, Montgomery County, Bucks County, but their Westchester location is definitely gonna be one of the bigger ones. I actually think that's where it started. I think that's the original one, so you guys can check me on that. But it's not gonna be, to say the least, Westchester's not gonna be a sleepy old, historic town. It's gonna have very big city energy. It's gonna have a lot of young energy, but you're gonna have that small town charm as well. I mentioned earlier in the video about the university. You've got the Westchester University. This is gonna be a nationally recognized university. People come from all over the country to this college, and they've got everything from great academic programs, extracurricular, sports, music, theater programs. You're gonna have a ton of young energy that matches with that vibrant downtown. You're gonna have a ton of fellow students. You've got live music, you've got cultural events through the school. It's gonna bring locals, it's gonna bring the college students together and really make that community feel like home. Westchester is also going to have many holiday festivities or community events as well. So you can find everything from holiday parades. You've got summer block parties where they shut down the streets and all the restaurants have seating outside. Sidewalks are gonna be packed and decorated for the festivals. You have craft fairs. They've got famous Christmas parades, Halloween parades. I think they even do something for Easter, some type of Easter icon as well. People from all over the county are gonna come to see this. People from Exton, Downingtown, downtown, Malvern, even spots and places in Coatesville and Glenmore. People are going to gather from all over this region to come check this out. And the best part about Westchester is that pretty much everything that you need to do is going to be walking distance. Westchester is only about a 4 or 5 square radius area. You can grab your morning latte and get a unique gift, right? An antique for somebody at one of the local stores. You can even enjoy a nicer high-end dinner, a date night, go out after that, walk around town, enjoy the live music, all of this without needing a car, without needing to Uber. It can be very, very accessible. And if you really want to get a better sense of what it's like to live here, you're going to want to stick around for this next part. We're going to talk about the cost of living here in Westchester. It might actually shock you from maybe what you're thinking now. Westchester is probably not as expensive as you're thinking. We're going to talk about some ways or show you some ways that people are living in Westchester and having it be super, super affordable. Let's talk about some things to do in Westchester. We just kind of left off about it, talking about some of the festivities, the activities, but I want to talk about, food scenes, park scenes, even businesses, local businesses there. Now, what there's to do specifically in Westchester is going to be, it's going to be endless activities. We've got a ton of other videos up, whether it's outdoor, indoor activities, but let's first start off with the food scene. All of my foodies out there, I've actually got another video coming out, the best restaurants in the Philadelphia area. We talk about restaurants in the city, in the Montgomery County, Chester County, Bucks County. So that's not going to be a video that you guys want to miss. If you do want to check out that, I would recommend you subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell icon. This way you don't miss any future videos. You'll get a little alert when I post, and that way you can check it out. And that's going to be, oh my gosh, I was starving when I made that video. So that's going to be a good one there. But let's get back into this. So Westchester, things to do here. This is the food scene here in Westchester. In a quick little, research, I found that Westchester is over 60 restaurants, and they're just going to be packed into a few blocks. So in all of Gay Street and Main Street in downtown Westchester, it's going to consist of about 60 restaurants, and I'd say in about 4 to 5 blocks. So that puts it into perspective of all of the places that you can walk in just about a 4 to 5 block radius. You're gonna have a ton of things to do at night, during the day, for lunch, friends, family come into town, even just, a boring day that, self-care day. Well, in terms of food, you've got some local favorites like Lorenzo's Pizza. Got a great brunch spot called Nudie's Cafe. They're gonna have some spots around as well, Phoenixville, I think Manayunk. You're gonna have a nicer dining spot called Andario, which is gonna be right there in the heart of Westchester as well. And I think Andario has actually gotten some national attention as well for some seasonal menus or something like that. But that's gonna be right there in the heart of the town. And it's not just gonna be restaurants that they're known for. Westchester's gonna host many festivals. They're gonna have many community events that center around food. Like I said before, Gay Street is often going to shut down. No cars, no traffic. You're gonna have outdoor dining out there, so tables, chairs. They'll host farmers markets, so you'll have stands with farmers markets and fruit, produce, milk, eggs. They even do art shows, so we're gonna change. And a little sneak peek out of the food scene, they've got art shows, they've got craft fairs. They do have a very big restaurant festival. That's gonna bring in thousands of people, to the downtown area. They're gonna show off different foods from different parts of the world, different cuisines, and you can even buy some of the different products that they've got there. A lot of individual businesses, local businesses come to that show as well. And then of course, we've got the holiday parades that we're gonna talk about as well. Christmas parades, Halloween parades, stuff like that. Hey, I wanted to take a minute and pause the video right here. I'm curious, if you guys were planning to move to this area, is Westchester a spot that you guys would consider? You've got the walkability, you've got the age, the history, the cost of living is gonna be a lot more affordable. So I'm just curious, if this checks some boxes for some areas that you guys would consider if you were moving here. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking this far into the video. And if you are considering a move to this area, maybe yourself, someone that you know, I would love to be a resource. We could talk about Westchester, we could talk about Exton, Malvern, whatever it is, even compare the two areas. I'll throw my information up here on the screen. You can reach out via text, call, email, even schedule the free Zoom consultation. We'd love to connect and help you make that move. Let's get back into this video. For any of my outdoor lovers, I know I've got some people on this channel that like to run, bike, hike. I'm a big fan of that myself as well. I like to do something active every day. Usually it's going to the gym or going for a run. But I like the occasional bike ride, the hike, whatever it is. But for any of my outdoor lovers that want to settle down in Westchester and you're curious about what that outdoor activity looks like, you're gonna have Everhart Park. I've actually talked about this before in some other videos. Talk about it again briefly. This is gonna be right here in town. So if you don't have a car, if you just want something that's quick and easy to get in and around town in, this one's gonna be a great fit. It's actually only a short drive to Longwood Gardens, which we'll talk about some more, but that's one of the most famous gardens in the country. But anyways, into hiking, you're into biking, kayaking, and then you've got Everhart Park, which is a great park to go run, bike, even walk the dog and get some miles in there, see the greenery, see kind of that natural space. Then you've got Longwood Gardens. We've talked about that before just in some future videos not too long ago either. That's gonna be one of the most famous botanical gardens in the country. There is a feed at to enter, but you've got acres and acres upon just different gardens and beds and mansions and plants that you can go check out and explore, have a lunch there, bring a picnic, whatever it is. You're into hiking, you're into biking, kayaking, have a boat even. You go to the Marsh Creek State Park. It's a big park, it's on a lake. It's gonna be close to Westchester there. It's got a ton of trails. You could bring your boat. You could go pretty much any season, hike, bike, camp. I think even they offer some camping out there, and you could spend as much time as you want out in the woods there. And then in terms of nightlife, Westchester is gonna have everything you need. Remember, this is also a college town, so you're gonna have breweries, you're gonna have rooftop bars, live music venues. You're gonna have literally, just think college town. You're gonna have every type of nightlife bar, music, country bar. You're gonna have every type of restaurant that you can imagine, dive bars, country bars, you know, family restaurants, anything that you can imagine, you're gonna have it out there. Barnaby's, whatever it is. Let's see, local breweries. You're gonna have Kildare's Irish Pub. That's gonna be probably the most famous restaurant out there, one of the most iconic bars out there. Be Kildare's, and you've got Barnaby's. They're always gonna be lively, especially because of the university. Those are two restaurants that definitely heavily filled by college students or university students. So then you have college sport games that are on. You have concerts that add to that energy. So it's really gonna be a town where there's always something to do. And Westchester's not gonna just be all charming and college town and convenient. It's also going to be very, very historic. The town actually dates back to the 1700s, where the roots of the Revolutionary War era. So you're going to notice as you walk downtown, you're going to have brick row homes, you're going to have historic courthouses, cobblestone style streets, and this is all just going to give the town so much character. And like we said before, it's not going to be stuck in the past. You've got the university, you've got all the modern bars and restaurants and new construction, new development coming to the area. A lot of big investors, as you've seen in some of these videos as well, a lot of big investors are coming to renovate and kind of flip these houses as well. But the schools are going to add youthful energy, you're going to have cultural diversity, and Westchester actually has a very big rental demand. A lot of tourists like to come to Westchester to check out the history, to check out the university. It's really a destination of its own that people from all over the region, not just the state, but all over the region, different states, are coming to check out. All right, well, let's talk about what it really costs to live in Westchester. For a lot of people, that's the biggest deciding factor. One of the coolest things about Westchester is going to be the variety of homes that you have here. So if you love history, you can have a brick row home, you can have a Victorian style home right near downtown. It's got a ton of stories. I've got videos up about that, 125-year-old houses. So you could easily have a home like that. That would be in the $300,000, $400,000, maybe $500,000 range, just depending on the age, the upgrades, the maintenance on it, the location as well, right? The closer that you are to Gay Street and some of those main streets, the higher premium that you might pay. But if you want something more modern, something more suburban, you are gonna find classic single-family colonial style homes on, you know, quarter-acre to half-acre lot, tree-lined neighborhoods, sidewalks. And if you're into low-maintenance lifestyle living, you don't want to cut grass, you don't want to deal with gardening or snow removal or whatever it is, there are some townhome and condo communities. They've got newer finishes, they've got walkability to the downtown, and they're at, you know, a very affordable price as well, probably starting in the $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 range as well. And then here is just a quick breakdown. So entry-level homes, you know, around those row homes, kind of around that main downtown area that are a little bit older, they could be starting in the $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 range, just depending on the maintenance, what it needs, the repairs, the location. Then you got some single-family homes that could range anywhere from, you know, $400,000 to about $600,000, depending on the area, the size, the location. And then you do have condos, townhouses, places that have low maintenance where you're not really doing a lot of work, you're not cutting the grass, you're not moving the snow, and those, you know, those are starting anywhere in the $400,000 to $500,000 range. And then rentals are going to be very, very popular as well. I was telling you that you've got a lot of tourists or a lot of people that come to Westchester, whether it's for, you know, a week or maybe it's for a few months, but there is a very, very strong rental market and demand in this area. It's quite frankly why a lot of investors buy properties here. I was just helping someone the other day. They own like 4 or 5 different properties in Westchester that they use as Airbnbs, or they use as student rentals, or they even just use as, you know, long-term. I think one of the rentals was to a family. So it's all different types of scenarios and situations that are happening there. And that just goes to show you the demand for that area, how desirable it is. And typically that'll translate in what's to come in the future of strong growth and appreciation. All right, so the cost of living here in Westchester is definitely going to be above the national average. And that's just given the popularity of the town. But if you compare it to living in the city, if you compare it to living in some other pricier suburbs like on the main line, sure, it's gonna have a very nice balance of affordability. You're gonna pay for the walkability, you're gonna pay for the strong school district and all of the charm that comes with a town like that. but you are going to avoid some of the extreme cost and price tags that we see just a little bit east in some other towns. Well, there we have it. Whether it's the small town charm, it's that incredible walkable downtown, or even just a strong sense of community. Whatever the reason is, Westchester does offer an amazing lifestyle, and I'm not even surprised why it's consistently ranked as one of the most popular suburbs in Philadelphia. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification so you don't miss any other videos. I've got a video coming out about the top towns to eat, the best restaurants in the areas that, oh my gosh, I'm hungry right now, so that's gonna be a great video. I'm gonna go eat, but I got some really, really great videos coming out that you guys need to check out. So turn on that bell icon so that you don't miss any future videos. And if you are seriously considering making a move to this area, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia City, the area, the surrounding suburbs, I would love to be a resource, whether it's Westchester, Malvern, Downingtown, King of Prussia. I've lived in this area for my entire life. I've worked professionally in this area for 4 years now, and I've helped people from all different situations that make that move, buy, sell, rent, whatever it is. So I'd love to help you find that perfect home. My information is up here on the screen. Call, text, email, whatever it is. Thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you around the neighborhood.